Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel ApnaFUNDA online. Once again, in this sixth video on averages, mixtures and alligations, I bring you 10 more questions which we'll solve together. I hope you're following this topic and you are also finding this interesting. And you have also watched our previous 5 videos on averages, mixtures and alligations. In case if you have not watched any of those videos on this topic, or in case if you have missed, I'm sharing the video links of previous sessions in the description box. In case if you are unable to follow, repeat the questions where you are uncomfortable and watch it again. Kindly subscribe to ApnaFUNDA online to ensure that you don't miss a single video on this topic. If you have any query, doubts, or anything you want to tell us, you can mail us at hello@apnafundaonline.in. In the description box, there are also links to our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter page. Click on those links and follow our page for daily updates. Let's begin to solve more questions. Keep your copies ready, take a pen, and solve along with me. First question. Find the average of the first 15 prime numbers. Simple question. For you to solve this question fast, you should just know the prime numbers very by heart, and you should be able to recognize what the first 5, 10, or 15 prime numbers are, which is asked in the question. So very quickly, the first 15 prime numbers are, come on, this is 2, then 3, then 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, and 47. These are the first 15 prime numbers. We need to find the average. So we'll add all of this and we'll divide it by 15. So when you add the first 15 prime numbers, the sum will come to 328 divided by 15. So my answer is 21.86. I hope you have solved along with me. Very easy question. You must have also got the same answer. Let's move to the next one. The average age of 8 men is increased by 2 years when one of them, whose age is 24 years, is replaced by a woman. What is the age of the woman? Simple question. We just solve it step by step. Firstly, we know that there are 8 men, right, who had a certain average, but the average increased when one man got replaced by a woman. So let's say the 8 men average is X years, correct? Now what has happened? The number of people are same. So instead of 8 men, now there are 7 men and one woman. So a total of 8 individuals are still there, and the average has increased by 2 years, right? Now, one of the men whose age was 24 got replaced by a woman, and the average has increased by 2 years. So, it's very easy to understand that the age of the woman is definitely more than 24. Correct? Now, how do we solve it? So, we need to write this expression that 8x minus 24 is equals to 8 into x plus 2. You should get this expression. So 8x means the earlier total years. Okay. So when 8 men had an average of x years, so the total is 8x. 24-year-old man got replaced. So minus 24, which this is equal to 8 because there is another addition into x plus 2 years. So now the total age is 8 into x plus 2. Now let's solve this. This is very easy to solve now. 8x minus 24 is equals to 8x plus 16. Correct? Simply this goes, this becomes 40. So the age of the woman is 40. Correct. Now, don't get confused that if x got cancelled, how do we proceed in the expression? See, the x is not the age of the woman. X is the average age of 8 men, correct? Which got increased to 2 years when a man got replaced by a woman. So don't get confused that we deducted 8x on both sides. How do we proceed? There is no problem. We are not solving for x here. My answer is 40. I hope your answer is also 40. It's an easy question. Go step by step. You will find it easy. Next question. Rohit Sharma has a certain average of runs for 16 innings. In the 17th innings against England, he makes a score of 85 runs, thereby increasing his average by 3. What is his average before 17th inning? Now, this is a question where we will assume x to be the certain average of runs and we will be solving for x. Correct. So what we need to find is actually the average before the 17th innings. Correct. Now, what is given that in 16 innings, correct, he has an average, let's say x runs. Correct. In the 17th innings against England, he makes a score of 85 runs, thereby increasing his average by 3. So, in the 17th innings, the average is x plus 3 runs. Correct. Now, let's come to the expression 16x plus 85 is equals to 17 into x plus 3. You should get this expression. How did we derive this? 16x, the total runs that Rohit Sharma made in 16 innings. 17x plus 3 is the total runs that Rohit Sharma made in 17 innings. Now, the difference in the 17 and 16th innings is the score that he made against England in his 17th inning, which is 85. So this is the expression 16 innings total runs plus the runs made in the 17th inning is equals to the total runs made in these for the the total runs made by far in 17 innings. Correct? Let's solve this. 16x plus 85 is equals to 17x plus 51. Correct? Solve for x. Your x will come to 34. This is the average before the 17th inning. Just recheck the question always whenever you feel that you have solved the question. Maybe they could have asked what is the average after the 17th inning. So my answer would be 34 plus 3, 37. So in this case, the average before the 17th innings is X runs, which is 34. This is my answer. I'm sure you must have solved it along with me. You must have understood, and this is the answer that you will also get. Next question. 3 years ago, the average age of a family of 6 members was 19 years. A boy have been born, and the average age of the family is the same today. What is the age of the boy? It's a very simple question. Just go step by step. What it says 3 years ago, the average age of the family of 6 members was 19 years. What I am really interested is what is the present age, let's say present total age of the family. Now it's very simple 6 members, 19. So the first step is 6 into 19, but that was 3 years ago. So plus 3 into 6 members. I'll repeat. What I'm interested to find out is the present total age of the family. So how do I find out? We know that there are 6 members. The average 3 years ago was 19. So from that way, let's find the present total age of the family. So first step 6 into 19 plus, since it is 3 years ago, so 3 into number of members 6. Correct? This is a this gives me a total of 132. Now, today, the average age of the family is same, but it includes a boy who was born. Okay, now we don't know whether the boy was born exactly 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 6 months ago, 3 months ago. We don't know yet. So we cannot assume that when was the boy born. And that is not even important for us right now. What is important is we have the present total age of the family for six people. Correct? This is the present age of the family of six people. Now we have the present total age of family of seven people. Correct? Now the average age of the family is same today, that is 19, but seven people average. So 7 into 19, this gives me 133. The difference in 133 and 132 is the age of the boy. So my answer is one simple question. I'm sure you also must have got this answer. Very easy to understand. In such type of questions, always be concerned about finding the present age, present weight, present situation. We know that there is a certain average of certain people some years ago. That information is important, but what happened 3 years ago, from that we have to derive the present value. That is how we solve this. We have solved such questions similarly in our previous videos as well on averages, mixtures, and alligations. Please go through the same. This is a very important type which is asked in various competitive exams. Next question. A library has an average of 510 visitors on Sunday and 240 on other days. What is the average number of visitors per day in the month of 30 days beginning with the Sunday? The most important information in this question is that the month begins with a Sunday. Okay. So what do we know that on Monday to Saturday there are 240 visitors a day, correct? And on Sundays there are 510 visitors a day. What is the average number of visitors per day in a month of 30 days? So we need to find what is the average number of visitors in a month, correct? Per day. Per day average number of visitors in a particular month. What do we know that the month is 30 days and it begins with the Sunday? So when you know that first is a Sunday plus 7, which is 8, is also a Sunday, plus 7, 15 is also a Sunday, plus 7, 22nd is also a Sunday, plus 7, 29 is also a Sunday. That's it. Correct? So we have 5 days which are Sunday. So Sunday are 5 days. So on 5 days, which is Sunday, I'm getting an average number of visitors of 510 per day. Correct? Now the total number of days in the month are 30. 5 days are Sunday. So the remaining are 25 days. Correct? 25 days, a Monday to Saturday, where we have an average visitor of 240 per day. We need to find the average number of visitors per day in the month. Very simple, you just have to calculate. So 510 into 5 plus 240 into 25 divided by 30. Let's solve this. This is 2550 plus 6000 divided by 30. So 2550 plus 6000 will give me 8550 divided by 30. This will give me 285 visitors, average number of visitors per day in the month of 30 days, which began with a Sunday. In such questions, the most important question you need to analyze with the most important information. My answer is 285. I hope you have solved along with me And this is the answer that you have also get correct. Next question. The total marks obtained by Kishore in mathematics and physics is 60, and his score in chemistry is 20 marks more than that in physics. Find the average marks scored by Kishore in mathematics and chemistry together. So there are three subjects that I can see. One is maths, one is physics, and the other is chemistry. There is no other subject. Okay, let's go step by step. The total marks obtained by Kishore in maths and physics is 60. Correct. His score in chemistry is 20 marks more than that in physics. So what is given is chemistry is greater than physics by 20 marks. Correct. So can I write it like chemistry minus physics is equals to 20? I repeat, what is given is chemistry is greater than physics by 20 marks. So I can also write this as chemistry minus physics is equals to 20. Correct. So example, if chemistry is 100, so physics will automatically be 80. Correct. Next part. Find the average marks scored by Kishore in maths and chemistry. Now just read the question carefully and look at these expressions carefully. We are concerned with maths and chemistry only. We are not concerned with physics. So very simply what I'll do, if I add both of these, if I add all of this, I mean both of this expression, what I'll get is maths plus chemistry is equals to 80. Correct? I need to find the average marks scored in maths and chemistry. So in two subjects, my total is 80. So my average is 40. This is my answer. Very simple question. I'm sure you also must have solved it very fast. Next question. In a set of three numbers, the average of first two numbers is 2, the average of last two numbers is 3, and the average of first and last numbers is 4. What is the average of three numbers? Very simple question. Let's solve it very fast. So we know that the three numbers are there, correct? So let's assume it to be A, B, and C. Okay. So firstly, the average of first two numbers is 2. So what is given? The first two numbers, that is a plus b divided by 2, the average is 2. So can I say a plus b is equals to 4? The total of the first two numbers is 4. Similarly, the average of last two numbers is 3. So last two numbers, that is b plus c, average is 3. So can I say b plus c is equals to 6? Correct. The average of first and last number is 4. So first and last average is 4. So can I say A plus C is equals to 4? Correct. Now I have got this, sorry, A plus C is equals to 8. Correct. Now I've got these expressions A plus B, B plus C, A and A plus C. So if A plus B is equals to 4, B plus C is equals to 6, A plus C is equals to 8. What I have to find is the average of A, B, C. Correct. What I'll do, I'll add all these three expressions. So I got 2 times A, 2 times B, 2 times C. So can I simply write it 2 into A plus B plus C is equals to 18. So can I say A plus B plus C is equals to 9? Correct. This goes correct. Now A plus B plus C is 9. So the addition of three numbers is 9. So the average of A plus B plus C divided by 3 is actually 9 by 3. So my answer is 3. Very simple question. I'm sure your answer is also 3. Next question. There were 35 students in a hostel. Due to the admission of 7 new students, the expenses of the mess were increased by 42 per day, while the average expenditure per head diminished by rupees 1. What was the original expenditure of the mess? Interesting question. Let's solve it step by step. What we know that there are 35 students in a hostel and there was a certain expenditure, correct? And with the admission of 7 new students, that expenses increased 42 rupees per day, correct? However, the average expenditure per head diminished by rupees 1. When you read this, you might find it very complicated that there are so much of terms in this. However, this is as simple as we solved the questions on ages and cricket runs. Let's solve it step by step. So what we know is that there are 35 students in the hostel. Okay. Now let's assume the original expenditure of the mess, the average expenditure of the mess to be X. I repeat, it is the average expenditure of the mess. Correct? The average expenditure of the mess is X rupees. Okay. So with the admission of 7 new students, that is technically now there are 42 students. Okay. This average has diminished by rupees 1. Correct. So let's say the average expenditure now stands at X minus 1. How did this happen? It happened for two reasons. Firstly, there were 7 students that got admitted, which led to the mess increased by rupees 42 per day. Correct. So my final expression is 35x plus 42 is equals to 42 into x minus 1. I hope you are able to follow. I repeat, there are 35 students. I'm assuming X to be the average expenditure of the mess. I repeat, X is the average expenditure of the mess. Correct? Now, with the admission of 7 new students, now there are 42 students. The average expenditure has diminished by rupees 1. So, what we are concerned is with this expression and with this expression. Correct? So from there we get the total expenditure. Correct? Now how did this happen? It happened because the expenses of the mess increased by 42 rupees per day. So this is that 42. So you should be at this expression now before we proceed. Now let's solve this. 35x plus 42 is equals to 42x minus 42. Correct? This becomes 84 is equals to 7x. So x is equals to 12. Correct. Now we have not yet finished our question because as I said, x is the average expenditure. Okay, what we need to find is the original expenditure. The original expenditure will become 12 into there were 35 students originally into 35. This becomes 420. This is my answer. Not a tricky question, a good question. You just need to solve it step by step. I'm sure you have followed along, and this is the answer that you will get 420. Next question: in what ratio must 35% spirit solution be mixed with pure spirit to get a resultant solution of 56%? It's a very simple question. You just need to understand what is asked. So, we know that there is a 35% spirit solution. Now, when it is mixed with pure spirit, what do you mean by pure? The word pure will mean it is 100% spirit. Okay, we need the resultant solution to be 56%. Now, let's put the alligation formula. There is 35%, there is 100%. We need to be at 56%. So, let's solve this. This is 100% minus 56%. And this is 56% minus 35%. In case if you're not able to follow this, watch the second video on averages, mixtures, and alligations, where we have spoken about mixtures and alligations and the formula and how do we derive uh, you know the ratios and the final answer from such questions. So we know that this is like ratio 1 and ratio 2. So can I say the ratio, not this is not 1 by 2, this is the ratio 1 ratio 2. Better to name it as x and y. 100 minus 56 divided by 56 minus 35. So this becomes 44 and this becomes 21. So my answer is 44 is to 21. This is the ratio in which the 35% spirit solution be mixed with 100% spirit solution, also known as pure spirit solution, to finally have a spirit solution of 56% spirit. This is my answer. I'm sure you have also solved along with me, and this is the answer that you must have also got. I end the video here. We'll solve more questions in our next video. So do not forget to watch our next video on averages, mixtures, and alligations. If you like this video, please share it with your friends. If you have any query, doubts, or anything you want to tell us, you can mail us at hello@apnafundaonline.in. You can also follow us on social media platforms for daily updates of ApnaFunda Online. Ensure you don't miss a single video on this topic, so kindly subscribe to our channel ApnaFunda Online and press the bell icon. Stay tuned to ApnaFunda Online for more educational videos. Thank you.